We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. Cause Kristin knows blank.
Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to the Kristin Knows Blank podcast, which is part of Lesbian Army Radio. Or is Lesbian Army Radio a part of the Kristin Knows Blank podcast? We don't know yet, but these two separate podcasts exist in one space, and I like both of them and don't know what to do yet. So thanks for listening. This week is more of a Kristin Knows Blank traditional episode. I have a guest on. We're going to play 5 quick questions. We're going to do a Rad Lib that I wrote specifically for the guest. It's hilarious. I cannot wait for you to listen to it. But before we get to that, oh my gosh, thank you so much for listening, you guys. You could be anywhere listening to anything right now. There's a really good Titanic podcast out. It's called Ship of Dreams. I've listened to it twice. I don't know why I'm promoting someone else's podcast while I'm doing my own, but if you guys like the Titanic, spoiler alert, it does go down. Lesbian Army. Anyway, before we get to that, here's some housekeeping. Remember, I'm on Cameo. So if you'd like to give the unique gift of a shout out from me, I usually write a song for whoever wants the cameo. So find me on Cameo. I write silly songs. I can tell your mom happy birthday or tell your mom she was terrible. Whatever you want me to say. I'm also on the road right now with my Camp Kristin tour, and I should be coming to a city near you. If you live near one of the cities that I'm going to soon, go to my website, kristinkey.com, and find out where I'm going to go. Also, I do have a Patreon. The Patreon has some pretty exclusive. I usually have a green room video that shows you the green rooms on the cities that I go to. We have game night once a month where we play online games together on a Zoom. It's really fun. Also, you get exclusive bonus content and a VIP monthly exclusive newsletter that only goes to the paid members of the Lesbian Army on Patreon. So do join the Patreon. You get a lot of fun stuff. Anyway, I think that's it, guys. People, friends, everyone, gender neutral pronouns. Today's episode, I'm very excited. I found this person on Instagram, and I love their lesbian content. And that's how the algorithm works. Now that I've put out lesbian content, all the lesbians that put out lesbian content, especially comedy content, they find their way to me. And I was so excited that I sent out an Instagram message and says, "Hey, Hayley Faulkner, do you want to do my podcast?" And the next response I got was instant yes. And I was really excited to get to meet on a Zoom. I feel like we became instant best friends. Maybe that's one-sided. Who knows? I'll let you be the judge. So my guest is hilarious, authentic, social media powerhouse. There are videos about queer life and identity. Have built a community of hundreds and thousands online. If you haven't had a chance to follow, go to Instagram right now and watch her video about lesbian Rapunzel. It's my favorite. Please, computer lady, play that interview with Hayley Faulkner.
Playing interview with Hayley Faulkner.
Nice to meet you, Hayley Faulkner. I'm already terrified.
Nice to meet you. I swear I'm sometimes friendly.
Oh, okay. You don't have to be. I'm just glad you said yes to
Okay.
this podcast. So thank you
Good.
so much for coming on. How are you? How's your day? Why did you say yes? Hi.
Hi. Yes, my day has been lovely. And I said yes because you're hilarious.
Oh, let's just start the show with Compliment Corner. No, you're hilarious. No, your lesbian social media content's the
You're
best.
hilarious. You're hilarious-er.
Oh my God. I found you through Instagram, and the algorithm loves lesbians because they just keep sending us each other. And so you've popped up on my feed multiple times. And I think after I've liked, the 100th or so, I just thought, oh man, why didn't I ask Hayley to be on the podcast? So it seemed like a no-brainer. And then I looked you up online, and so I'm going to ask you some questions because I know the answers, but I want everyone else, and I'm going to ask you some follow-ups because you have an interesting story. I didn't know anything about you except that you're funny and you make wonderful videos for social media that tend to skew more queer. But how did you go? Let's start with how did you go from a large family, Mormon family, to being a lesbian content creator?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know because I grew up. When you phrase
One
it like
word,
that,
synergy.
when you're gay, you find a way.
Gay finds a way. Oh, that should have been the Jurassic Park slogan.
Yeah.
Gay finds a way.
The gay finds a way.
Changed the movie. Okay.
Yeah, so I grew up in the cult of the Mormon Church.
Okay.
And
my dad's a
so-
minister, so I was
Yeah.
super religious as well.
Yeah, and if I would describe like what that felt like from my perspective, it was like a boot camp to be a trad wife.
Okay, right.
Little awkward because now that I'm gay and childless, it's kind of feels like if you went to college and majored in something that you just never used.
Right.
It's like
Right.
I have all this knowledge now of like how to churn butter.
You
And
know how to churn butter?
yeah, the Mormons teach you and how to sew a button onto a shirt.
That's important. Everybody
It
needs to know how
is.
to sew a button on a shirt. And some of us really like butter. I've never had it home churned.
Honestly, I'm okay with that. It was the best butter I've ever had in my life.
Can we just go back to that for a second? I'm sorry. I don't want to just harp on Mormonism because there's some things I do know and a lot I don't like the undergarments. Fascinated by.
Mm,
But churning butter seemed like it was going to be like a necessary life skill for women in the Mormon faith.
yeah. I mean, maybe back in like the 1800s, but that tradition, I guess, just stuck.
Okay.
Um,
You never
yeah,
know when the electricity is going to go out and you're going to be like, shit,
yeah,
do I need butter?
yeah, yeah. I also learned all about how to like take care of a husband.
Oh, okay.
You never know
You
when you
never know.
when you
Yeah.
might need that skill. You know, I have it in the back pocket,
And this,
but
like my religion growing up, this was
yeah,
a women are submissive to their male spouse.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was never really good at that piece.
I got an
I,
F. I got an F
I got
in
an F.
submitting.
I actually literally did because I would always skip Bible study in the morning. It was like you had to go at like 6 in the morning before school. And I would drive like with my older brothers. And so we'd all walk into the building, but when they would walk into their class, because it was like a different grade, I would just walk right out of the building again and just go off, sit by a tree or something, and walk back in the building and make it seem like I was in class and then walk out with them. Um, so yeah, they never saw me there. So I think I literally did get an F.
But you were one of how many children? Was it 8?
9.
Nine
Yeah.
children. Okay, you're one of 9. So I'm sure that this is something you could get away with in a big family like that.
Yeah, that's one thing that's nice in a big family is, you know, whenever something happens, you can always kind of be like, wasn't me. Who did this?
You only had
Blame it on
7 kids. What are you talking about? Recount.
blame it on the kid who can't speak yet. It's it was a 3-year-old.
So which kid were you in the birth order?
I was the third oldest.
Okay, up near the top. They're still figuring out things with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of like the test kid.
Oh my gosh. So when at what point in your religious Mormon upbringing did it I mean, obviously in the beginning you just weren't like having the submission stuff. Like cuz
Mhm.
I used to question my faith when it came to like we were one of the ones that was like everybody's going to hell but us. And I'm a real
Right.
sensitive kid. And so I was like, "But what about like those people on the desert islands?" And they're like, "Go
Yeah.
sit in the hall." And I'm like, so I'd be sitting in the hall thinking about these poor people on desert islands. And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh man, they're just going to go to hell and all they knew was coconuts in hell."
Yeah.
And so I had like an inkling that this wasn't for me.
Hmm.
But there was a time when it just became like, I can't go anymore. Where was your breaking point with Mormonism?
Um, you know, I'll admit, like, even though I was raised very strictly Mormon, like our family was pretty hardcore, like with the 9 kids and all of that. I don't think I ever, like I said, I was bad at submitting, so I don't think I ever like fully was convinced. Like
Yeah.
some of my siblings, it took them much longer to leave. Um, I remember even when I was like 6 or 8 or something like that, I would be whining in the backseat of the car driving to church, going like, "Why do we have to go? It's always the same thing. It's just faith, 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 Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Why don't they ever talk about something else?" And
It's
change
fair.
the content.
That's fair.
Um,
Mix it up
yeah,
a little.
so mix it up. I know. Like, let's talk about like,
Faith,
can we
faith,
learn how
faith.
to
Jesus,
Jesus, Jesus,
pro
Jesus?
wrestling. Like so just like
Yeah, like
every fourth Sunday have it like, oh, and now it's the L word? Oh,
oh, yeah. And so y- I was never fully convinced. I always was trying to get out of church and not do anything. And for me, I think I started to realize well, I knew I was gay once I saw Phantom of the Opera.
That was your gay awakening?
It was Christine,
Oh, I was gonna say, was The Mask?
the mask.
That a half-faced guy. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I watched that when I was 16 and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I realized, okay, I'm definitely attracted to this woman. So I Googled right after watching that, woman attracted to another woman, and the word lesbian came up, and I was like, what? No, I'm not a lesbian. That's like something in adult films, or that's like butch
Right.
women. And I was like this suburban Mormon girl. And I was like, I can't, I'm not qualified. I don't have the qualifications, you know? And so I kind of tried to forget about it and was, still convinced I was going to be on the Mormon path. And it just wouldn't go away, as the gay thoughts don't. And
Do they talk about it much in the Mormon religion? Is it mentioned a lot, lesbianism or homosexuality? Does it get brought up?
some of my ex-Mormon gay friends, they seem to have like remembered it being spoken about more, because they definitely like say marriage is between a man and a woman. They do say that. But in my memory, I don't really remember them saying anything about gayness specifically, other than just not talking about it as an option.
Right.
Like it was just, you're going to marry a man. It wasn't, you can't marry a woman. And my parents never, I don't think they ever said the word gay once. Like, they never said anything bad, but
Right.
they also never said anything good. So the word lesbian was so taboo to me at that time, especially because this is before social media was what it is now. So I didn't really know what to do with that. So I kind of just shoved it away for a while. And then I turned 18, and that's when I left the church officially. But I still was kind of like, I don't really want to be gay. That sounds like a lot of drama.
Right.
Like the coming out, I didn't want to deal with that.
Right.
I didn't want to deal with being different. So I was like, I'm going to get on a dating app and find a man.
Yeah.
And so I tried my very best. I gave it my best shot. Went on like a couple of dates with a couple guys, nothing serious. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. So it took me like 2 months. I was like, I can't.
I tried my very best, gave 110%. What did you do? 2 dates. 2 dates.
2 dates.
Tried really hard.
I really did.
I mean, I'm going to ask you like one
Yeah,
religious
sure,
question or another.
sure.
Were you like, did you pray about this? Is this something that spiritually that like rocked you? Like, were you like, God, make me not gay? Like bring me the guy that's going to like make me the trad wife. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't the prayer, but you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the vibes. Like, just bring me a guy that I'm like, oh, yes, I want to be your wife because I love you so much. Finally, this husband has dropped on me and now I know what to do. That's what I prayed. I was just like, give me the guy that I'm like, I'll know how to be a girl with this guy.
Yeah.
And God was like, nah.
At that point, I was kind of rebelling from faith and religion. So I don't think I prayed about it, but I definitely like to myself was like, I can do this.
Okay. That's so gay, by the way. That's very gay. We've got out of it.
I got this.
That's awesome.
I probably scared a few men, but it's...
Well, we're not supposed to date. It's a wrong role. It doesn't, it feels really gay.
Well, and I brought the gayest energy to those dates too, because I had an objective. Okay.
What was your objective? I am submitting.
I will do this.
So hard.
I did. I had objectives, and I was
Okay.
like, I will do this. And it was like I could not flirt with them to save my life. But I remember I didn't want to flirt with them or anything, but I was like, I will kiss a man. So at the end of the date, after no flirtation on my part, I just looked at him and I was like, okay, can you kiss me now?
Oh my God.
And he was like, okay. Yeah.
Can we arm wrestle first?
Can we arm wrestle? Yeah, it was very interesting. But then I went eventually after the,
Was it
giving
a
it
good
my
kiss at least? Was he a good guy partner kisser?
honestly, I don't remember it,
Wow. Oh, dude. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it's not to say anything, like they were nice guys, but there weren't the warm tinglies.
Sure, and it's not their fault. That's
No,
like there's nothing against guys. This just isn't it wasn't meant to be. Like I never got
exactly.
butterflies with a guy and I tried, I tried lots and
Yeah.
all kinds of different guys, all kinds of different ways. And it's just like, but the first time I kissed a girl when I was like 16, oh
Hmm.
my God, the hills are alive. Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to sing.
Yeah, yeah. And guys would take me like romantic places. And this was in the bathroom of a Chuck E. Cheese. Like, so it really doesn't matter, no rhyme or reason. It's just like, oh, I'm gay. Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that was my first date with a girl. I met her on OkCupid
Oh,
back in the
yeah,
day
yeah, yeah.
before Tinder. And I remember being so nervous because I still like looked very, I guess, quote, straight, and I had no understanding of like gay culture or the gay community. So I felt like I didn't qualify. And she looked very, quote, gay.
Okay.
So I had imposter syndrome on that first date. I was like, oh no, she's gonna like look at me and be like, you're not one of us.
For those of you listening that you can't see, she just made the gayest face you can make. It's a very gay face. And by the way, if you're picturing this, just picture a very butch woman on a date with an Amish woman in a bonnet. That's how I'm picturing it. Amish bonnet, super butch chain wallet. Great. Let's go.
Right before she was about to kick me out, I was like, I churned you some butter.
Huh?
And she was like, you know what? Okay. I'll give
Let's
you
make
a
a life
chance.
together.
Let's do this.
Ugh.
No, but it was a very good first date. I was very nervous, but I was like, oh, this is like this is like what people talk
Right,
about
right.
in movies, like the feelings. So right after that, that's like I came out, I think the day after that date.
When did you finally get the haircut that made you feel like how you feel on the inside?
I chopped off my hair when I moved to California by myself when I was 20.
Amazing. Whoa, that's so cool.
11 years ago.
Okay.
And honestly, I liked my long hair. I never even like thought about chopping my hair off. But I think it was like just the adrenaline of moving to this new place by myself and just I don't know what it was. I didn't even think about it. It was so impulsive. Like the
Wow.
second I had the thought of like chopping my hair off, I was like in the barber seat the next day. Um, and it was weird at first because it's like when you've always had the same hair and then you get something dramatically different, you look in the mirror and you're like, who is that? Who is she? But that I adjusted very fast. And, I will admit a couple of times I have tried to grow my hair back out, but I just keep going for the chop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
You
It's
can't
hard.
do it.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
I could talk about lesbian hair all day long. It's my
Oh, God.
obsession. My wife gets so mad. She's like, "Oh my God, can you call a friend to talk about your hair with?" I'm like, "Okay, okay, I'm gonna call Megan. We're gonna talk about lesbian hair." I'm even trying to I just want to grow a mullet real bad, but
Mm.
every time it gets the least bit long, I'm like, "Well, maybe we'll just take a little bit, just a little bit." And it's like back to short again. I'm like, "Well, never mind. I'm just not good at this."
Yeah. Well, for me, I've gotten spoiled. Like, I'm like, it takes me 1 minute in the
Mhm.
morning to get ready. I'm like, I can't go back. Can't go
Yeah.
back to all the hair products and tools.
And it looks cool.
Yeah.
Short hair looks cool. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look modern.
So when did you start? What? We're modern women. We
We're
don't just churn
modern.
butter anymore and wear church underwear. We are modern ladies. Why? When did you decide to go online and start making an impact? Why did you choose social media to express yourself like artistically? Because you have a great social media presence.
Yeah. It was not planned at all.
Like a pregnancy.
Like a pregnancy. Yes. I stopped using protection and I became an influencer.
What was
But
was there like a video that like popped off? You're like, oh, that feels good. I want to do this again. Or did you just like, I'm going to give it a go? Like, what was your thought process?
yeah, I mean, it was back in 2019 and I was working in marketing and TikTok had just started to kind of come out. And I didn't really have any interest in being on TikTok. I was like, that's for children. But I'm in marketing, so I should be a good marketer and learn the platform.
Right.
And so I downloaded it, and I just put some random video that I already had on my camera roll up, and I had no followers. And it got like, I think 10,000 views. And I remember being kind of blown away by that, because I was like, that wouldn't happen with 0 followers on Instagram.
No.
So I think my third video, I was like, I'm going to make a video for TikTok. And I had no idea what to make. I was like, I'm not funny. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just a marketer, right? And I was like, well, I have a lot of gay jokes. I can make fun of myself,
Right.
like I can do that all day. So just kind of by chance, I made a lesbian comedy video. It was about like the perks of being a lesbian. And that one got over 1 million views. And that's when the followers started to come in. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And so I just kept making videos. And I remember, I think after I made 3 videos like that, I was like, okay, that's it. Those are all the ideas I have.
I'm out.
I'm like, I don't got any more, guys. Like, I got 3 jokes. And
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. I'm done.
I remember literally thinking that. I was like, all right, I did my jokes.
I'm gonna retire now.
I know. And then I just, they kept coming. And I didn't think of myself as an influencer at all. And until I think Bumble was the first brand that reached out to me. And they were like, can we pay you money to do a video? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I'm out of ideas, but
I know.
I'll take your
I'm like,
money.
I have no more ideas, but I'll try. And but I remember thinking like that was so crazy that someone wanted to pay me to do that. But it was just so much fun. Like I was having so much fun, like just discovering that world because it was so new to me, And I met like a lot of really cool people. Some of my best friends have come from making content and finding people that way. And it's kind of been fun because I didn't really have tons of creative outlets before this. And tapping into this, it's like, oh, I'm discovering parts of myself I didn't even know existed, Because I always thought of myself as kind of like a shy, reserved, behind the scenes person. And then kind of going down this path, I've realized, oh no, like there's another part of me that like likes to perform and likes to, be a little bit more front and center, so to speak. And so like it's kind of like on a deeper personal level, it's been a really like cool self-discovery chapter as well.
Oh, it's amazing. And I think it's so important what you're doing. Because whenever I stumble across a lesbian content creator, anybody that's normalizing this life, or especially poking fun at it and making it like, oh, here's a new genre of comedy that's lesbian comedy. And you're like, oh, this didn't exist a few years ago. This just wasn't a thing. It's just, and so seeing it like blossom and become its own world and going, oh, there's a whole audience that's been hungry for this. And now they get to have it. So I love watching how many millions of videos you get off. Like your Rapunzel video, that's huge. You have like 11 million views on that on Instagram alone. Like that was huge.
Yeah, that was a fun video to make. I remember like adding a ridiculous amount of carabiners to my Amazon cart, and I was like,
did you have to order those? Because Molly and I were talking about that. She goes, do you think you could have made that video with current numbers of? I was like, fuck yeah, I have so many carabiners in the house right now.
I did have like a decent amount, but I didn't have that many. So I did do that, and I was like, am I really about to order this many carabiners? I'm like, yes,
it's for work. It's a write-off. These carabiners are write-offs.
I'm gonna write it off. I'm gonna write off the carabiners. It's a lesbian cheat code.
My taxes at the end of the year are so gay.
It's time for 5 quick questions.
So this is 5 quick questions with Hayley Faulkner. Number 1, What do you listen to when you want to feel happy? I broke you. You look broken. I just broke your brain.
When I want to feel happiness.
Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
I'm very
When
similar. I'm like,
when I
this
want
robot
to-
does not compute.
I'm like,
What?
what?
Explain happy. What is happy? I'm neurodivergent, so I'm like, I don't understand some of these feelings.
I don't understand the concept of lightning round, apparently. So, okay. What I listen to, I want to feel happy.
Or what about if you are happy already and you wanted to
Yeah.
put on some music to enhance this
and, like,
experience? What would you
jam.
listen to? Yeah.
Honestly, like, my mind goes to probably, like, Muna.
Muna. Okay. Oh, I know Muna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met Muna last year.
Really?
At Girls Just Went a Weekend. Yeah. Muna's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Great choice. Okay. Then
Yeah.
what if you're sad? If you're in a bad mood, what do you put in your headphones?
Muna. Maybe What I Want. That song What I Want, where she's like singing how she wants to dance in the middle of a gay bar. I'm like, yeah. Even though I don't really go to bars.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, theoretically, that's
hypothetically,
the
that's the energy I want. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Will I go? No, because I go to bed by 9. But I
See,
want.
this is when we meet in real life, we're friends. We are friends. We're gonna go out and I'm gonna have a cup of tea and we're gonna be in by 9:30 and we will have had the best night ever.
But we're gonna bring the energy.
We'll bring
of
the energy. We'll
dancing
probably be
at the
working a
gay
puzzle, but
bar.
we're gonna bring the energy like we weren't
Yeah.
working a puzzle.
Exactly.
All right. Question 3. You've been asked to a dinner party and the host says, "Hey, bring a dessert." What do you bring?
Ooh. Probably like a pecan pie.
A pecan pie. And do you buy it or do you make it?
I buy it
You buy it. Okay.
because
okay.
I'm an honest person.
Okay.
Raised
Okay.
by-
I like to know that. It's good to know.
Yeah.
We're learning so much about you from this lightning round. Okay, what piece of clothes from your closet or drawers, when you put it on, do you instantly feel confident?
A hoodie.
That's amazing. Okay, and last question. You are celebrating. Woohoo! What do you put in your mouth?
There's so many directions I could go
I
here.
just love the instant laugh, and I want to know what was the first thing that popped into your head?
Well, my mom might listen to this.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
maybe I'm celebrating.
You're celebrating.
You know, my mom's chocolate chip cookies.
Your mom's chocolate chip cookies. That's
Shout out.
because mom might be listening. And
'Cause she might
what's
be
up,
listening.
mom? And thanks for
Hi.
if she is listening. That's a great. You're so supportive. We love you, mom. Thank you for listening. Aw, big props for mom. Okay. Thank you for answering my 5 quick questions. And now it's my favorite part of the show. And now it's time for Rad Libs. I've written a Mad Lib specifically for you, and I call them Rad Libs so we don't get sued by the actual Mad Lib company. But anyway, I've written it just for you. And I've written the story. I've left out some parts of speech, and you give me the parts of speech, and then we'll make this hilarious story, and then we'll all go home. Okay. All right. I need a derogatory adjective.
Derogatory?
Yeah. Like if you're going to
Phallic
describe something.
shaped?
Phallic shaped! Yes, that is a derogatory adjective. Phallic shaped. We've never had that as an adjective, and it's perfect. Next is
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, that's the cleanest, most clever way to say that.
Respectfully.
I'm not telling your mom how to feel, but you should feel proud of her. That was a really good adjective. I need a body part.
Body part. Left pinky toe.
Left pinky toe. Yes. A verb, and a verb. 3 verbs in a row.
Moonwalk. Scissor.
Yep.
Flash dance. Is that a verb?
Yes.
All right.
We're off to an incredible start. Only about 17 more. Article of clothing. I'm going to start reading them faster. Article of clothing. You will not answer at that pace, but I'll just keep
kilt.
asking. Answer. Okay. Kilt.
Kilt.
Excellent. A food.
Gas station sushi.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That is I just have to stop and be. Have you ever?
No.
Okay. Just making
But
sure.
it's a fear. It's a fear. It's
My God, that it's a thing. That it's even a thing is a
Yeah,
travesty.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Something only men like.
Why would you ask a lesbian this question?
Oh, it's part of the story.
Oh, okay. Something only men like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe like crypto?
This is perfect. See, I can see how the story's shaping up. You can't. It's perfect. It's
Trying to get
perfect.
into the manosphere.
You
here.
did. You went inside the. You were like,
Went in there.
I'm a man.
Like,
I'm talking about man stuff with guys. What are we talking about?
Portfolios.
Crypto.
Yeah.
Perfect. A noun?
Velcro toupee.
Wow. Usually I ask people if they're looking around their homes to find nouns. I really hope that you're
I
not.
got one.
You just
there.
you're living in a room full of gas stations, sushi, and Velcro toupees.
You know, Velcro toupees is my side hustle in case the online stuff doesn't work out.
Velcro toupees, a whole shitload of carabiners. Something
It's
old.
untapped.
Something old.
Something old. Buddha.
Buddha. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
It is
that fits
pretty
really
old.
well there. It's like the sentence was written like you're reading over my shoulder. I need a liquid, and then an animal.
Okay, a liquid. Gasoline
Yep.
and an animal.
Mhm.
Flying squirrel.
Yep. A lesbian music artist.
Muna.
Yep.
Is it top of
Perfect.
mind?
Perfect. A gay article of clothing.
Cargo pants.
I have a lot. They all look amazing. A Disney princess.
Mulan. She a princess?
Yeah.
She
Awesome
is.
princess. Yes.
She is. Yeah.
An article of clothing.
A handkerchief.
Yep. An adverb.
Homoerotically.
Yes. This is going to be a good story, I can tell. Another animal?
Dragon.
Yes. A business?
Home Depot.
Yep. Cause of death?
A bitch slap.
Yep. A happy exclamation. Happy is that feeling when you smile, like when you're
Happy. What would
I can't
Muna
really-
say?
Where does happy mean? Oh.
What is happy?
Muna just walked in the door and said, "What's up, Hayley? Want to have pie?"
Right.
What would you exclaim?
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie!
Pecan pie. That'd
We
make me
have
happy.
we have a story, my friend.
Pecan pie.
We have a
It's
story.
nice.
We have written this together. It's going to be awesome. And this is because I was inspired by your lesbian Rapunzel. We've written a story just called Once Upon a Lesbian.
Perfect.
Once upon a time in the far-off land of misogyny, there was a very phallic-shaped king who ruled with an ironed left pinky toe. Ooh. He believed that women were only good for three things: moonwalking, scissoring, and occasionally flash dancing. He's not wrong. He forced all the princesses to wear a kilt of burlap and eat only low-fat gas station sushi. And spend their days talking only about crypto. This sounds like hell on earth.
It does.
One day, the king imprisoned a woman he believed to be a witch. Bad news for him, she was. The powerful witch, with a wand made of a Velcro toupee and a spell book as ancient as Buddha, threw back her head and in a witchy voice bellowed, "Gasoline from a flying squirrel and my spell shall begin. Every princess in the land is now a lesbian!" The next morning, the king awoke to find all of his princesses listening to Muna and wearing cargo pants. Cinderella had lost interest in her dress, her slippers, and the ball and was focusing all of her attention on Mulan. Rapunzel refused to let her hair down for a man, but would let her handkerchief down homoerotically for the maidens at the local bar. Snow White adopted 7 stray dragons and moved in with Sleeping Beauty. Together, they now run the most popular Home Depot in the whole kingdom. Oh. Well, heartbroken, frustrated, and phallic-shaped, the king died of a bitch slap. Upon hearing of the king's death, the town people shouted, "Pecan pie! Long live the lesbians!"
There you go.
My background! You can see into my kingdom! Okay.
Dang, I thought that was
Isn't
real.
that wild?
You can't believe anything
You
anymore.
can't. But it's on the internet! What the hell?
Kristen, you're why I have
Jesus
trust issues.
Christ. It's come back.
Oh no.
You'll know. Oh, come back. Yeah, I'm the reason you have trust issues. Oh my God, thank you so much for coming on today.
Thanks
will
for
you
having me.
tell the listeners like where they can find more of you and what you have coming up? Plug away.
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Hayley Faulkner. And you can also hang out with me in Peru in 2026.
Why are you going to Peru?
Yeah, so I host group trips, queer-friendly group trips, with some of my community. And so I do that through Trova Trip.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so go to Peru with Hayley Faulkner,
Yeah,
and
maybe.
I know I will be one, like all of us, following you on everything that you post on social media.
Awesome.
Awesome. Until next time, it's so good to have you on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Interview complete. Do you think Mulan and Princess Jasmine would have made a good couple? We'll be thinking about that all night long.
All right, so Computer Lady is gay for Disney princesses. Who knew? Thank you so much to Hayley Faulkner for coming on the show today. I do feel like we could sit and talk and puzzle until the break of 9:30. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for listening or watching, however you're taking this in. If you listen and we're like, I wonder what they look like, go on YouTube and you can see the only video footage that exists of this week's episode. It's on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can see everything that I do on there, from my short clips to my full-length Q&As to the Lesbian Army radio episodes to the Kristin Knows Blank podcast, and you can watch all of it and just binge me. I don't mind. It doesn't hurt me one bit. Follow me on Patreon. Get a cameo from me. Check out when I'm going to be in a city near you on my website, kristinkey.com. I'm on the Camp Kristin tour, and hey, when I'm not on the Camp Kristin tour, this is what I do. I find amazing people, we do interviews with them, and I give it to you. And so I'm going to keep doing this, and until next time, bye.
We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna talk to some people, gonna learn a lot of stuff. 'Cause Kristen knows